I, 24M, may have seriously hurt my 25F coworker. Not sure how to go about fixing this issue. So for around 2 years, me and my coworker, who we'll call Allison, have been pretty close. We usually go out to eat together. We joke around a lot. She'll sometimes playfully hit my arm every now and then. All that fun stuff. Around 2 weeks ago, I realized I have strong feelings for her, and that I'd like to pursue a relationship with her. I really thought she'd feel the same. She did not. In her own words, EYESOREEYEGORE. You're a great friend, but I don't see you that way. Hopefully we could still be friends? I'll admit, I was pretty heartbroken, and said no, as it would be too painful having her around while still having those lingering feelings. She looked upset, but understood. That brings us to now, where she's trying to pretend everything's the same, even though it's painfully obvious it's not. She'll try to joke around like the old times, and I'll just half-assedly smile and walk off. Asshole-ish. I know, but I'm trying to keep my mind off heartbreak. A few days ago, she asked me if she could sit next to me, and told me she bought me my favorite burger from our favorite fast food joint. And I politely declined, lied about having eaten already, and got up and left as fast as possible. I looked back, and she looked utterly crestfallen. I saw her go back in her office after lunch, and when she came out, she looked like she was crying. Other coworkers told me she seems really sad all the time now, and asked me what happened to her. Reddit. What am I supposed to do here? You're both in tough situations right now. You caught feelings. Let her know. She doesn't feel the same way. Now you're hurt because you lost a potential girlfriend. She had a friend who confessed his feelings for her. She doesn't feel the same way. And now she's hurt because she lost a friend. It's natural that you want to pull away. It's natural that she wishes things could go back to the way they were. If you really don't think you could be friends with her anymore, that's fine. And she shouldn't push it. But you need to have a better conversation with her about that and tell her you can talk about work stuff but you just can't handle anything else at the moment and would appreciate some space. She has lost a friend through no fault of her own. That will hurt for a while. First, I want to clarify that you did nothing wrong. But a lot of people, especially women, have a really deep insecurity that they're only seen as valuable to men when they're either sexually available to them or a potential sexual prospect. So sometimes it makes it really hurtful when a friendship ends this way because it seems to confirm that they're not cared about unless they might put out. I can tell from the way you wrote this that you don't have this mindset and you see her as a worthwhile person. And maybe you might even find it insulting that someone would suggest anyone would think that of you, much less a woman that knows you better than that. But like any other deep-rooted insecurity, sometimes it can overshadow rational thought. If I were you, I would just send her a text and say, I just want to clarify that you have been a really good friend to me, and I've valued your friendship. My feelings for you came out of friendship. I haven't been playing some sort of long game to try to get with you. The friendship has been real on my side too. The reason why I want distance is not because I didn't value our friendship for its own sake, but because I don't feel like I could move on while we're still close. I don't want to put myself in the position of reading hope into friendly interactions. I'm not mad at you, and I think this is healthiest for both of us. You deserve friends that don't have this extra baggage, and I know they'll be easy for you to find, since you're a really special person. I remember this post from a while back, specifically where the op talked about the crush bringing them their favorite burger. Can't find it though. Weird to repost this. This is a tough situation, but honestly, trying to be friends with someone whom you've started to have feelings for and being there with the feelings not returned will keep you in so much emotional turmoil. Think what you're feeling now x 100. She will want to discuss all her personal matters with her friend. And you will be there hearing of relationship issues, dates, etc., or have to be the crying shoulder the whole time it's tearing you up inside. You were honest with her. She needs to understand you can't be her friend, at least until you're able to better cope with these feelings. It's wild that this is so controversial. Here's my take. As a fully grown adult woman, you shot your shot. It didn't work out. And when she said she hoped you could remain friends, you very clearly stated that you would need time and that it was too painful. She responds by trying to be friends and then crying at work when it doesn't pan out for her. Emo, you're not the villain here. I do totally understand where people are coming from in explaining the struggles women deal with in feeling like we are seen only for our potential dateability, fuckability. I have felt that for sure. And it does really sting when you think you have this awesome platonic dude friend who turns all cold and distant when you don't fuck him. But I've also been that person with the unrequited crush who tried to smile through the pain and maintain a friendship, and it sucks. It sucks so bad, and there is nothing whatsoever to recommend it. It's absolutely completely reasonable, and I'd argue, advisable, to take a cooling off period to let your feelings for a person settle down before resuming a platonic friendship with them. Just like how she shouldn't be forced to reciprocate your romantic feelings. You shouldn't be forced to reciprocate her platonic overtures on her timeline. And her crying about it at work and dragging your colleagues into it is just unprofessional. Sometimes my boyfriend and I talk about, what if we break up someday, and he always says, I hope we can stay friends. You're my best friend. I've told him more than once that although that is very sweet, I would probably need at least little time to not see him and get over him. For two reasons. One, he's insanely hot and I can't imagine ever not wanting to fuck him, which would be hard if we were just friends. And B, he is a person who requires an intense level of emotional energy. I don't mind expending that energy for a boyfriend, but I'd definitely be recalibrating and downshifting significantly for a friend. Facts as facts. Yak now? So the next time this happens, maybe say something like, listen, I am sorry if this is hard to hear, but I was being real when I said I couldn't be friends with you right now. Obviously I am always here to discuss work-related matters. But beyond that, I'd appreciate it if you respected my personal boundaries. Thanks. I saw this post on 4chan about a month or so ago. Green text and everything. I think it's important to remember, even though it's hard when feelings are involved, that she thought you two were friends. And you have shifted the relationship by bringing up your feelings. That's okay. But it was very one-sided. You made a decision to shift the friendship without her. And your expectations were crushed, which is always hard. Now she's trying to salvage your relationship even though she didn't do anything wrong to end it. If you care about her, I hope you can have a slightly more detailed conversation of why you can't be around her. As a courtesy from one friend to another. If you can't, that's fine too. I understand that you said you no longer want to be friends. And I agree she should respect those boundaries. But this isn't a stranger. This is someone who cares about you and you them, I think. And it's not so easy to have a friend just disappear from you. Good luck. And this is why you don't drink from the same pool you piss in. It's not the same. It won't be the same. You will just become upset when you see her with other guys. You need to go no contact. Be kind to her, cause even if she doesn't want to be with you, it doesn't mean she doesn't love and care about you deeply in her own way. From the chick's perspective, she probably now feels the only reason you were nice to her was to get in her pants. Now you want nothing to do with her. Of course she'd be upset, whether you realize it or not. After being friends for so long and then cracking the shits and being mean because she doesn't reciprocate comes off as jerk behavior. Either date me or I want nothing to do with you, despite the fact you were happy to act like a friend this whole time. I'd be hurt. I'd also take your behavior as confirmation you'd be shitty and inflexible to date when things don't go your way. You chose to tell her you had feelings. The reality is, if she did your behavior towards you after you told her you liked her, then everyone would be calling her a bitch. Have a proper convo with her. Like sit down after work and have a decent chat about your feelings of being hurt, as she is also hurt that everything went to the shit. Talk about how you'd prefer if she wasn't as tactile now, as you were getting the wrong idea. Right now your ego is hurt. But that's no reason to throw it away if she really is a good friend. The fact she hasn't responded by icing you is kudos to her. Emotional maturity in life is what leads to you being able to do the same. You have to do what's best for you and go no contact, as little contact as possible, until you either get over your feeling of intimacy towards her and can accept as platonic friend. Unfortunately, this is usually not possible, as feelings inevitably usually come oozing back, causing you to always want more. Don't torture yourself. You have to do what is best for you. Either you'll be heartbroken in the friend zone or move on. It's selfish of her to think that she can reject you and still stick around. You need to heal from the hurt, and that's totally fine. Talk to her and tell her you need to take a step back from your relationship with her. Tell her when you're ready. You'll talk and hang with her again, but right now you need to take care of yourself. She's still going to be hurt, Beck. She's losing her friend. But she'll understand. Hello. First of all, I am truly sorry to hear that you are in a situation such as this one. No fault can be assigned to either of you in this case. However, from whichever angle you look at it, she is not your obligation in any way, shape, or form. The fact that you care so much shows that you are a wonderful person. Who doesn't want to get hurt? And who can blame you? Living day in and day out alongside a coworker you have such strong feelings for, knowing full well that she cannot reciprocate those feelings, is a difficult task, and above all an unnecessary one. Pretending that everything is the same will only cause more pain. She will maybe even start dating someone, and then it will just get impossible for you. You did the right thing by protecting your feelings in the way that you did. Trust me, after some distance, your feelings will start to fade and change back into friendship. If she truly values you as a person and a friend, she will give you the space you need to overcome these emotions. Remember, you are the one who is hurting in this case. She lost a friend. You lost a friend and a possible life partner. Not arsehole-ish op. Human. The fact that you both got on really well and became good friends is fantastic. Completely understandable in the circumstances that you tried to take to the next level. You have to give her some credit for not simply going along with your idea only to start withdrawing and letting you down. Although you probably got to know her very well in the time that you've known her, I doubt that you really know who she is and how she got here. There could be any number of very valid reasons why she doesn't want to get into a relationship. Not just with you, but not with anyone. In the current circumstances, someone has got to be the bigger person, and there's no reason why that shouldn't be you. Invite her for lunch. Tell her that you had come to really really like her and that you are very sorry that you might have misread the signals. Tell her that you accept that she doesn't want to be in a relationship with you and that is fine. But your feelings for her have gone beyond friendship and that, at the moment, being in her company will be uncomfortable for you. Tell her that you still value her as a friend but that you think that you guys should spend some time apart so that your feelings can get back to normal. This might also provide her with the opportunity to give you a more detailed answer on why she is unwilling to enter a relationship with you. If nothing else, a meeting will ease your conscience and might get her back on track too. Good luck. Obviously, toss out what's broken and keep what works. Sure, you can't be more than friends now. So take some time off and process your feelings. If you want to keep her as a friend, let her know that you need time and when and if you're ready, you'll reach out. I've turned down a few girls in my life, but every one of them just ghosted me. I wish we could still be friends, but that's too complicated for most people. If you enjoy her company, heal your feelings and recover what you had. You can't do it at the same time. She did nothing wrong and lost someone that made her day-to-day life better and more enjoyable. There's not much to remedy that.
Good try, EYESOREEYEGORE. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. EYESOREEYEGORE is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.